Welcome YouTube. This week we are going to be doing my last standard deck for Brothers War. We'll be back to do more standard deck lists at the end of All Will Be One, sometime probably in April. So until then, the channel will be more focused on doing limited guides as well as limited trophies. So if standard's your thing, look for me back. Look for me come April. And this week, though, Chewy had a suggestion that we check out the Gruul Modified deck. I don't know why Firebrand is floating up in space right now. But basically, we're going to be... this is the core of the deck, from what I could tell. Most of the sources that I look at for deck lists online put Gruul Modified as a pretty low tier. Tier 2 or Tier 3. I think that for the most part, it's doing what Mono Red is doing, but with a less stable mana base. So I still think it's going to be a fun deck, and I'm excited to try it. So the first one we've got here is Kumano. Kumano's great because it puts that +1/+1 counter, and we're going to be trying to take advantage of modifying our creatures. And if a creature is modified, if it is equipped or if it has a +1/+1 counter on it. So we're also going to be running 4 Ascendant Pack Leaders, which can get the +1/+1 counter when we play something that's on the 4 cost or more. And then we're going to run 2 Radha's Firebrands. I think that some deck lists that I saw were running 4 of these. I'm going to just keep it at 2 and see if we really miss having more of them. Then we've got Beast Caller, which is nice too, because whenever you cast a creature spell, you put an additional +1/+1 counter on it, so it's very easy to modify. Going to run 2 Iconoclasts. I'm actually going to bump it up to 3, but... for the core, I think that you have at least 2 Iconoclasts. This one's nice because of being just a haster. And if you play Kumano on turn 1, and then Iconoclast comes down as a 4/3 for 2. And that's nice because it gets outside of the range of cut down. Then we're going to be running 4 Reckless Stormseekers. This card's great. It just giving everything haste. We're definitely trying to be an aggressive deck. And this makes it so that we don't have to pay the kicker on Iconoclast for it to have haste, etc. And then we've got Thundering Raiju, which is the bread and butter for Modify. We deal 1x damage to the opponent for every modified creature we have, and whenever it attacks, it puts a +1/+1 counter itself onto something, so we can get even more modified spread out through our board. And then we're going to be running 2 Helana and Elena partners. This one's also really good for giving us the X +1/+1 counters. I've seen some deck lists that run more Helana and Elena's, up to like 3, I think. And then Raiju can go all the way up to 4 copies. I'm going to stay away from that. I think that if you want to do 4 Raijus, then you need to make your mana more red heavy. And we're going to keep ours pretty close to a 50-50 split. So I'm going to be running Sokazan, Crucible of Defiance, and Boseiju. They're both basically just like basic lands, but they come with an additional ability. And then 7 mountains, 7 forests. I'm going to be running 4 of the Carplusian forests, which are the green-red Painland. And then 2 Rockfall Vales. I've seen some lists that run 4. Instead of the 4 Rockfall Vales, though, I'm going to try out running 2 Thran Portals, which do a very similar thing to the Carplusian Forests, in the sense that like you choose the mana type, and then it deals 1 damage to you every time that you tap it. So we'll see how much of this comes into being a problem, but I think it's an interesting thing to explore. And then as far as the tech goes for what I want to try, I'm going to try Phoenix Chick. I've really enjoyed having the 1/1 flyer that just keeps coming back. I feel like it's nice with Kumano to hit and have a 2/2 flyer. And I'm also going to try Feldon. I was really impressed with Feldon in the deck list, and this is kind of like I'm running Feldon instead of Firebrand. I think that either one could really fill that spot. You just want something that goes nicely with Kumano. And the other thing too is Felden already has haste, so Firebrand does not. So you need to give it haste with like Stormseeker, Halana, and Elena. And then also I'm gonna bump up the Iconoclast, and I thought this was an interesting inclusion. Is 4 Simian Simulacrums. They are really strong for giving you the modify, giving you the +2/+2 counters, and then also being able to do the unearth. So since we're not really going super heavy into the red side with Raiju, then we can more likely afford the double Pippin green to unearth this guy and see how that plays out. I'm hoping that it will be a good inclusion. Now, you'll notice that there's basically no interaction in this deck list, and I think that's really where we'll see. This is going to play a lot like Celestine Enchantments, where we're just going to play down a specific strategy and see if our opponent can disrupt it. So cards to include that I didn't are Play with Fire, Kami's Flare, Lightning Strike. I've seen a couple of deck lists that do include like 4 Kami's Flare and 1 Lightning Strike, or 4 Lightning Strikes and 2 Play with Fires. And we'll see if we're missing the interaction, but for now I'm going to leave it out. And then I also saw a deck list that was running 1 or 2 Squeeze, and since we're doing the Simian Simulacrum, I think I'd rather try that out than the Squee. But that would be nice for the 3 slot in the deck. So with that, we'll give it the 50 games, and thank you for the suggestion, Chewy.
It was choppy.
Ooh, 2 Thran portals. Okay, so I guess we'll get to see just how completely garbage these are, since they are going to tap us for a fair amount of damage. Let's see if they how they work. I may get a phone call about you. So we're going to take a fair amount of damage from our Thran portals. Looks like we're up against mono blue tempo. See if they've got the counter spell here. Ah, okay. Impulse, no counterspell. That's good for us. Alright, let the pain begin. Well, whatever we play is likely to be counterspelled here. Quick thought, I guess with these in hand compared to the Raijus, I'd rather have green. Alright, counterspell, take 2 damage. They could have bounce. So far, so good. They haven't had anything. Five, 4, okay. This is interesting. So if they block 2, then we're looking at dealing 6 damage. I think I go with the Simian Simulacrum here. Just go wide. I like the idea of being able to, if they do have bounce. Oops, I threw away the pack leader. That's okay. Oh, okay, I gotcha. Good to know. They need one more. And that's not including the... Okay, so they have us blocked. Whoa, wait, what? Stormseeker here should be lethal. Now they have to have 2 bounces. Okay. And we won our first match. Let's go. All right, we have 3 this time. Looks like we will have to Thran Portal again for a little bit of damage, but then we should be okay. So it enters tapped unless you control 2 or more other lands. Oh, okay. So we're going to take some damage then. We're going to take some damage either way. Okay, that's good. We got the red here. So either one here is going to hurt. This one's better with the kicker. So I guess we'll attack first. Play the Beast Caller. Okay, we are up against blue, black, and red, so probably Grixis Midrange. The nice thing here is this will trigger it. I like the Kumano play, so probably Kumano here. Start here before combat, then play Kumano. They probably remove one of these. Yep. Iconoclast is going to be nice to get the 1/1 off of. Hey! Alright. Let's see how it does against this deck. Ooh, Firebrand. I wish this had haste. So much better if this had haste. So we have red, red. We have green, green. So I guess I'll just throw this in as green. Wait, why does this come into play tapped? Oh, it comes into play tapped unless you have fewer lands. Okay, so I should have played that earlier. That's good to know. Won't really matter here too much. Five, 4, charge! Okay. Grixis Midrange is definitely a challenging deck, so no Invoke Despair, no Reckoner Bankbuster. Makes me nervous about what card did they actually take. Okay, so we just keep applying the pressure here. We go with the Excavator. Make sure it's tapping the correct way. It looks like it is. And then we hit here for 6. They go to 3. Maybe they decide to go to 2. That's okay, we should be able to bring that back next turn. Did I play a land this turn? No, right? Probably just go with the Beast Caller. They both are pretty good. This one would make it so, though, that they could remove even more from their board. I think it's still this. So this should be lethal. Domain is 6. I guess this is even cheaper then. The fact that they're not scooping is making me nervous. This plus this is actually pretty decent, right? Does it count as a creature spell? Maybe not. I think they have removal. Alright, we're gonna play it out. They have to remove the Firebrand. Wait, they have multiple things of... Oh, wait, what? Oh, crap! I didn't buff it. I have to do this before so that it's... Ah, no, I had to buff it before. Damn it, okay, well I just punted. If I'd done it before, then we had lethal. Oh. Punt. Punt for sure. Alright, well, I think they shocked the wrong thing, too. The fact that they did... Alright, well, that's... And then I played this. That was all sorts of bad. If I had pumped before, though, then they couldn't have blocked and we would have won, so... that's. And then we just got lands, so... Oof! Oh, that hurts. That hurts. Technically, we had it, though. Happens when learning a new deck, for sure. We could have been a contender. Now they've got Shieldred. Decent. I really screwed this up because if we had done this last turn and all we needed to do was be able to use the Phoenix Chick that's in here. If we attack with 3 creatures, we can play Phoenix Chick and we're okay. So the fact that I played this out was also a punt. It just punts all around. I got 4. And all right, well, on to the next one. On to the next one. We're just dead. All right, don't make my mistake. Pump Firebrand if it's tied. It's less than. For some reason, I thought too that like you could just attack into it and it would be fine. All right, well, we've got one. Yeah, okay. Let's do it. This looks pretty good. I still think... Wait, does this come into play? Okay, that's the one that does damage to us. Kumano. I think Kumano is always the right choice. Lunarch Veteran, okay. Ooh. Oh, we have choices. Probably better to do the Kumano here. Pack leader, but then let's get pack leader in there with a counter. Feels better, and we're setting ourselves up for Raiju on 4. The Galagreater's deck, okay. No interaction means that we can't get rid of the Galagreaters. Seiju is destroy target artifact, enchantment, or non-basic land. So nothing great there. Probably just going to play it out to prevent us from damaging ourselves so that we can get the counter. Select the replacement effect to apply next. I think did I? Yeah, that one doesn't really. We want the counter to come in first, right? Hey, you leave my enchantment alone. I think we... Well, I think we let the 3-2 get eaten here by Lauren, because this does more damage to put it on etchings. Or do we make it so they... I mean, they have to multiple block either way, right? This feels pretty good, though. Okay, kind of suspected that one. Sexy, sexy Raiju. Doing sexy Raiju things. Or... Okay, that's decent. They have a 4/4 now. Phoenix Chick puts them at 1 HP. Whoo! Hello, Simian Simulacrum for the win. I'm just messing around. We have lethal. Alright. And we destroyed the Celestia Lifegain deck. Oh, damn it. Just saw your message there. Stuck in a hotel 85 miles from your home. Ouch. Sorry to hear that. Alright. Oh, whoa. 3 and 4 drops. That's not what this deck is trying to do. It's a little bit of a late game, but not doing anything until turn 3 is not okay. 4 lands versus throwing back Raiju. Or better, we just throw back Thran. Go with Phoenix Chick, take 2 damage playing these out, and then hope for a land and a 3-drop. Seems okay. Hey, hello. I like Felden on turn 3 with this hand. We're going to take more damage, but against them not playing anything, that seems okay. All about, I mean, this is why it's just like, we're playing mono red, but we're taking damage from our lands so that we can play mono green. So right now, the only green card we've played is packleader, so packleader really has to be able to put in some work for it to be worth it, you know? I mean, we've got Raiju next turn, which is going to be pretty nice. Pretty sure I just go with trade what you want with Inspiring Overseer. What will they play? Sorin, huh? Sorin's a bit of an issue.
I take no choice. Next, you can deal with my servant. I'm busy.
Oh, stupid sexy Sorin. Alright, so that blocks everything of our on our 2-3 levels. Okay, so we can't attack with the Phoenix Chick, but we can attack with the... We can attack with everything else. We go to 12. My question is, do we pop Thorin here? Because this will make Pack Leader go to 3, and then we can make Etchings into a 3. I think we don't worry about Sorin. I think we just go for the aggressive play. Takes him down. Oh, whoops! I didn't mean to attack with Phoenix Chick. Damn it! Punt again. Because that lets them gain life and just remove the Phoenix Chick. Although I guess if they do that, they die. So it actually turned out to be okay. Now just attacking with Raiju is lethal. They probably have to sack Sorin here to create another 2-3 lifelinker. We're in an okay spot. It actually turned out okay to attack with Phoenix Chick, because math. Can you figure out a way out of this? They must have removal for Thundering Raiju. If they do have removal and then they can create a 2/3 lifelinker, they're still dead. Whoa, okay.
Without me,
Now, 2 lifelinkers is a bit of a problem.
I bring my own army.
Ooh, Archangel's really not good for us. If I attack, I hit them for, I mean, they go to 1 HP. So, oh, actually, I think Stormseeker is lethal. Because they essentially have 9 HP. 2 3/3s that are unblocked is lethal. Right? Yeah. Okay, so whenever it attacks, put a +1/+1 charge. Then it deals X damage, where X is the number of modified you control other than Thundering Raiju. So we have to do it here to get the 3 damage. Hey, we beat the Mardu Angels. Let's go. Okay, pack leader turn 1, and then Firebrand or Beastcaller or Felden turn 2. Seems good. Probably going to play the Beastcaller, because the Beastcaller is better. The 4. Okay, up against mono red. Good test. Oh, it's mana value 4 or greater. Okay. Mana efficiency here, right? We just go with the Simian Simulacrum. Well, as always, Shock, feel welcome. I'd love to look at what where you would have taken it. Hey. It's nerve-wracking. Let's see if they've got lethal. Sounds like a plan, Shock. I'm gonna go with the aggressive play and not block. This is a choice because they've got 2 lands over there. I could trade Swift Spear. If I don't trade Swift Spear, they have to come up with 5 damage, which double spell would do it. If they have the double spell, they can kill him with Swift Spear anyway. Single spell, I mean, not so much. Maybe I'm supposed to block the Swift Spear here. But Firebrand can pump +2/+2, so that's 5. I mean, like, we have lethal. I'm gonna go with no blocks. Feeling it out. Okay, so they did have the lightning strike. Okay. I think that's lethal. I think Thran Portal's lethal. Right? Because then I can pump Radha, and they're at... Okay, so this one is... This costs 1 less for each basic land type among lands you control. So we have that, so it should cost 4. It comes into play tapped. No! And if I just done 3. Did I need? I could have done any other land. No, I punted. If I had done any other type of land, then this would cost 3, and then I'd be able to play Chick. Why am I so bad at this? I keep punting. Oh my god. Ah. Okay, well, now that that's over... I keep forgetting this comes into play tapped. Ah, no, damn it! Oh! Alright, Punt Master, let's go. And then they just have lethal, right? I mean, they have to have a single spell. Yeah. Well, I had... This deck should be 5 and 1. And instead is 3 and 3. Oh well. Learning. Hey! I think that's the first time we've seen that. And what a dream hand for Gruul manas. We just needed to draw turn 3, and we are in business. Feldman could work. Didn't have a cut down, that's good. I think we want to try to pull removal here. That's the nice thing about Beast Caller, is it does pull removal. And the pain lines haven't mattered too much, honestly. Flesh Gorger, that should be fine. We're going to give it a huge boost here. Wait, they didn't go for Alana and Elena? Okay, I was like, they have to have removal. Ooh, I like the aggressive play. Guess it's actually the same damage either way. Might as well leave back the better blocker. I go to 1! So close. Booyah! Mono black aggro down. Alright. Enters the battlefield tapped unless you control 2 or more lands. Oh! Great. Dang it. What do you do here? Ah, no access to red. And red is really what we need. I do feel like the more that I've played this out a little bit, I do want to tweak it with how much red we've got going. We tapped anyway, so I think what we do is we just say no to the chick. I think we keep this and we just play this out tapped first round. And then we play Radha Firebrand. And then we play Simian Simulacrum if we hit the land. Okay, we did hit the land. Feels halfway decent. Alright, it's a Gruul off. Hey, we've got plenty of green lands. Okay. Well, since that already blocks it, maybe we should play Iconoclast here, or Reckless Stormseeker. I don't mind the Reckless Stormseeker, because like if they switch it to night, then we get extra stuff here. Should be a grueling victory. Okay, so they're gonna ramp. I'm hoping they don't expect the Simian Simulacrum. Nice, very nice. Phoenix Chick. Phoenix Chick into Simian Simulacrum swing all feels pretty good. Pretty good. Hell yeah, let's do it. And they were just done. Gruul versus Gruul. We won or we beat our mirror. I have not seen Gruul this entire time, and then of course it shows up. Okay. We go first, we've got Kumano into Beast Caller into Simian Simulacrum. If they have removal for Beast Caller, this is like GG, but let's give it a shot. That's right. You expect that you're up against mono red. Well, guess what? Surprise! Just don't have removal for the Beast Caller. Don't have removal for the Beast Caller. One turn. One turn. And then you're toast. Yes! Yes! Into Thundering Raiju. Oh my goodness. The beats, man. The beat down. Yeah, that's right. Use your cut down on etchings. I don't care. Can't get rid of the Beast Caller, and it's going to be huge! Although if they do play something like Exile, I'm going to be pretty sad. Yeah, they had the cut down. Thundering Raiju next turn. I guess we just let them trade the Thundering Raiju because they'll be at 11, like 3 HP. Or do we do the thunder? We probably pump the Thundering Raiju instead of pumping Simian Simulacrum, right? Force them to use some sort of removal on it. Boom! Rakdos Midrange down 2. Holy cow. Let's go. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. But, you know, like, one of the things that I think, like, clues you in that zero interaction can work is Celestia enchantments. I know some versions are running the enchantment removal, but not everyone is. So, Kumano into no turn 2 doesn't feel great, but I guess we'll do it. I do feel like because you're taking damage off of your own lands, that if you're up against the mono red, it's not gonna feel good. Alright, well, this at least gets removed by whatever they have over there. Ooh, Voltage Surge, removing that feels pretty bad. Could have done a Kumano there and saved the Firebrand for later, especially with Stormseeker being able to get it out. Yeah, this is Grixis Midrange, but we're on the draw. Feels a lot worse. Phoenix Chick, huh? Well, the 2/2 doesn't attack very well. We could Kumano into Phoenix Chick. We could also send Stormseeker. Thing is that if this comes in with a +1/+1 counter on it, then it becomes a much better attacker. Do we play this as a land already? Oh no. We already played a land. See, I really want it to be the play. I think I like Phoenix Chick here more. We're going to take more damage doing this. Maybe that's wrong. Depends on what they play. It's like we take 2 damage here to deal 1 instead of trade 1 for 1 with our Kumano. Yeah, definitely Stormseeker into Kumano was 1 less damage and probably more aggressive. I'm just thinking that if we play Raiju here as a 4/4, then I can pump Etchings that turn with Raiju. Okay. It trades with the Etchings anyway. Boom! 2 damage. We're gonna kill ourselves with our own lands. I ain't afraid. Gulp. Because they could attack and we go to 5. Attack with 8, they go to 7. Options here. Ooh, no blocks. I like that. Again, no green cards, right? Just all all red. Very creature heavy on a red deck. Okay, so they have 2 blockers. I think I just attack all and kind of close my eyes on this one. Probably pump Felden, and then pray that we have enough, because we should, because they go to 5 HP. So if 2 2/2s get through, I want... Oh, we're going to deal 3 damage. Oh, no, 2 damage. Ah! I think we're just shy. Could use Boseiju to blow something up, but I don't think I want to do that. And take some damage here, buddies. Buckaroos. Yeah, I was tempted to do that. It's 2 damage either way. If this doesn't work, I think we're just dead. Oh, they've got something. Make disappear! No! Okay, okay. So they go to 5. They have to go block, block, or they're dead, right? Block 1. That would be 8 damage. If they block 2, it would be 6 damage. I think I want to make them block Felden. Go to 5. Still lethal. Nice. Take that, Grixis Midrange. On the draw too on that one, right? Thanks for watching to the end of my video. Now for the match summary. So we basically went 50-50, and I think the deck is pretty much a 50-50 against most of the field, depending on whether or not you have the play or the draw. As with aggro decks as usual, like there was a little bit of an advantage to being on the play, 56% versus 43%. We also finished under 5 hours for the 50 games, for 4 hours and 38 minutes, so it's a reasonably fast-paced deck. As far as the matchups go, I feel like it struggled against the Azorius Soldiers deck, which it was the most common deck to come up against, so that's a bit of a problem. Mono Black kind of felt like a struggle as well, with no interaction for Shieldred. That one's pretty hard to get over. And then also, it really... the reason why Azorius Soldiers in Mono Black isn't great for the deck is because we're really centered around Beast Caller. And so if they have an answer to your Beast Caller after Kumano, for example, then the deck kind of struggles to push enough damage through. So Brutal Cathar or like Go for the Throat were difficult matchups. Mono Red was kind of the 50-50 depending on whether or not we were on the play or the draw. The Grixis Midrange deck was also 50-50. Celestia Enchantments, 50-50. The Mono White Soldiers deck, Mono White Control, or Midrange, was 50-50 as well. It did well against Mono Blue. I feel like it's got enough of a tempo strategy going down that it's hard for Mono Blue to keep up, even if they can counterspell or bounce some of your stuff. So if you're losing to Mono Blue, I do think that this is a decent deck to counter the Mono Blue tempo deck. Esper Legends kind of felt like a 50-50 matchup. Rakdos Midrange, 50-50. Mardu Angels, 50-50. We played against a Gruul Werewolves deck that we crushed, and then our mirror match we actually lost to because they were running Interaction. And after playing the deck, I do feel like we could maybe tweak a little bit of cards out for maybe Lightning Bolt. Seems like a tempting thing to give us a little bit more of that late game reach. This was a disconnect. We had Azorius Lifegain, Mono Green, which I don't remember, and then a Broker's Ascendancy. So as far as where I would be curious to try the next 50, I wasn't really blown away by packleader, and it kind of makes sense because we decreased the amount of Thundering Raijus in the deck and decreased the amount of Halana and Elena's. So the more 4-drops that you're running, the better Ascendant packleader becomes. And so since we were only running 4, we didn't get a lot of synergy. When it did hit with Raiju, it was nice to be able to ping for an additional damage, but for the most part, I wasn't super impressed with packleader. I did like the Iconoclast, and I'd be curious about bumping this one up to 4 because the trample was nice to, and the haste, right? So getting Beast Caller's tokens onto Iconoclast was a great target, and being able to buff this up with Simian Simulacrum was also great. So Stormseekers played well. The Thundering Raiju and the Halana and Elena felt, I was okay with it because we weren't trying to go for a later game. If with more interaction, maybe you could afford to go a little bit later in lands. And that was another issue too, is that it felt like we were playing a mono red deck, but with lands that occasionally dealt a ton of damage to ourselves. So it's definitely a burden to play a 2-color deck, especially with this low of a mana curve. And I think that's what's going to always bring it to be a tier lower than, say, the mono red burn. So thank you for enjoying my videos, though. That's going to be it until April for Standard. I will return in April for Standard and All Will Be One, but we'll be focusing mostly on Draft, unless you really, really, really want to see one, and let me know in the comments below. So take care, everybody, and this coming Tuesday, we're gonna be I'll be publishing my draft guide on the first impressions, what I think about the commons and uncommons on Tuesday at 6 p.m. Pacific, something like that. Anyway, take care, and I'll see you later.